Hi friends, we will try to find out what is the exact value of root 2 plus root 3 plus root 4, everything divided by root 2 plus root 3 plus root 6 plus root 8 plus root 16. So, in the first step, we will take like root 2 as it is, plus root 3 as it is, plus square root of 4 is going to be 2, so I can make it 2. Everything divided by root 2 as it is, plus root 3 as it is, plus root 6 as it is. Now square root of 8. The square root of 8 I can write down as 8 equal to 4 multiplied by 2. And then square root of 4 is 2, which can go out. So that will become 2 and then square root of 2. So square root of 8 I can replace with 2 root 2. So when there is a square root of 8, I'll write down plus 2 root 2. And then square root of 16 is 4. So that's what I can write it down. In the next step, I'll write down root 2 plus root 3 plus 2, everything divided by root 2 plus root 3 plus root 6 plus 2 root 2. Now, this 4, I'm going to split as 2 plus 2. So I'll write it down as 2 plus 2. Now, on the top, no change. So root 2 plus root 3 plus 2. Now, whatever is my numerator, I will try to set that as a denominator as well. So root 2, I need it, which is here. So I can write down that as a root 2 plus root 3 is also right here. So root 3 is good as well. Then I do have my first 2, I can take it because I do have 2 here. So I can write down plus 2. Now leftover part, which is plus root 6, we can see here. That's what I go to write down. Plus 2 root 2, I go to write down. And then we do have 1 left over 2. That 1 left over 2, I want to write down that as, because 2, I can write down as root 2 multiplied by root 2. So I will write down this 2 as root 2 times root 2. Now on the top, no changes. So root 2 plus root 3 plus 2, everything over. Now the first part, I won't do anything. So root 2 plus root 3 plus 2. And I'll put down, I will write down them as a bracket so it looks a little bit more clearer. Now, in this last 3 terms, like this one, I'll be taking something common. Root 6, 2 root 2, and root 2 times root 2. What is the common? So I can take root 2 as common. So from root 6, root 2 is common, so left over is root 3. Plus 2 root 2. Root 2 is out, so left over is 2. Plus root 2 times root 2. 1 root 2 is out, so left over is root 2. Now we can see like this part and this part is exactly same. Root 2 plus root 3 plus 2. Root 2 plus root 3 plus 2. Yeah, just the order is different, but the same thing. So the next step we can write down is root 2 plus root 3 plus 2, everything over. I'm taking this bracket common, so that will be root 2 plus root 3 plus 2. So in this first term here, there's nothing left over, so it's just 1. In the second term, this is taken common, so leftover part is just root 2, so there will be just root 2 here. Now I can cancel the whole thing out, so that will give me 1 over 1 plus root 2. Now if I want to rationalize the denominator, then I can multiply with 1 minus root 2 on the top and bottom. Now we do know if it is a plus b multiplied by a minus b, that is equal to a square minus b square. So in the denominator, we can see 1 plus root 2, 1 minus root 2. That will become 1 square minus root 2 square. On the top, I will have 1 minus root 2. So 1 minus root 2 over 1 square is 1 minus root 2 square is going to be 2, which will give me 1 minus root 2, and 1 minus 2 is going to be minus 1. Now, if I want to make my denominator positive, so I can multiply my top and bottom with minus 1. So I'll be multiplying here with minus 1, on the top minus 1 as well. So we can see my denominator will be minus 1 times minus 1, which is positive 1. So that's gone. Now 1 minus root 2, if I multiply with minus 1, that will become root 2 minus 1, which is my final answer. So final solution of this is root 2 minus 1. Thank you, guys.